Hey guys, this is Neha Surendran from English firm Parameter. Today in this session, I'm going to give you a detailed presentation of the summarized written text exercise in the writing module. So I'm going to explain some of the general tips that you have to note while you perform this exercise. So let's get down to it. So in this exercise, actually, you will be given a text which consists of two or three paragraphs, and then you will have to summarize the text or write the summary of the text. So I will just explain you the general facts that you should note while you perform this exercise. So you will be given two or three questions maximum to solve, and the scoring is based on four sections here. Apart from the three sections that you see usually in the speaking parts of the PTE examination. So the first you will be scored based on content, which means you use four or five keywords from the text. So whenever you get a text, first you should identify what the text is about, what the text conveys, what messages does the text convey, and actually on what topic you should summarize the text on. So those are the keywords. Identify the keywords so that it will make you much easier to find the summary of the text. So the content contains 2 points. So find the keywords from the text, four or five keywords. The next point is form. Form means the word limit. It gives you 1 point. So if you write the summary, make sure that the word limit of the summary is between 5 to 75 words. Another important point to note here is that if your word limit is below 5 or if it's crossing above 75 words, then you will lose that 1 point for the form. So make sure it is within 5 to 75 words. The next point is vocabulary, and you will get 2 points for that. So, vocabulary means there is no repetition of words. So, make sure even if you summarize the text, make sure the sentences do not contain repetition of words because it will also affect your content points also. So, make sure you use distinct words to summarize the text. And for grammar and spelling, make sure there is no grammar mistake or there is no spelling mistake. And if there is no mistakes, you will be given 2 points full. So, and the next is internal scoring. So, since this exercise actually contains a reading part and a writing part, you will read the text first and then you will write the summary, right? So, you will be scored an internal scoring of 10 marks for reading and 15 points for writing. And the total you will be getting 7 points per question. And you will have 10 minutes to finish the question. And one of the important points that you need to understand here is that there is no rollover time, which means that if you get a question, you will have 10 minutes to write the summary. So, in case if you finish the summary within 5 minutes and then you move on to the next question, you will be only getting 10 minutes for the next question itself. You won't be getting the first 5 minutes left from the first question. That means you won't be getting 15 minutes to write the summary of the second question. That means there is no rollover time. You will be only getting 10 minutes for each question even if you finish the question before time. So make sure you use that 10 minutes effectively. Even if you write the summary really fast, make sure the sentences are correct, there is no grammar mistake or there is no spelling mistake, the word limit is correct. Check all those parameters, all those scoring sections that you need to check before you move on to the next question. 10 minutes is enough time to complete the question. So just remember these points while you perform the exercise. So this is the overview. The first part, you will get the text and you will read the text carefully. You will identify the keywords and you will then move on to the next part where you will find the correct sentences. That you will frame the sentences of the summary. Sometimes you might copy the same sentences from the text that you are getting, or else you will write your own sentences. So you should find the correct sentences so that you can score very much in vocabulary and in content. And then after you do that, you will write the summary in the text box. So this is how The question screen will be there in the PT examination. So the first part you can see the instructions and you can see the timer also, the how much time is remaining on the top right corner. And then you will read the passage that you have to summarize. So it will be, sometimes it will be one paragraph or two paragraph or just a one paragraph. It will be a short paragraph. And then in the text box given below the question, you can type your answer there. And there are tools for you to edit what you want to write. For example, if you want to copy the same sentence from the passage above, you can copy the text using the copy tool. There are many other actions also like cut and paste. And below the text box in the left bottom corner, you can see the total word count. So please do remember to check whether you have crossed the word limit. That is a mistake, most common mistakes that students make while they perform the exercise. They are very eager to complete the question that they forget to see whether they have crossed the word limit. So always keep in mind it is a very easy step to score that 1 point for form if you write the summary within the word limit. So make sure you keep all those things in your mind and then perform your exercise. So I have given here a sample question. The paragraph is given above and the answer to that paragraph is given here. So the major problem is that most of you will find it really hard to read the paragraph completely and then summarize the text in the 10 minutes time that you get. So there is no need that you read the entire paragraph. There are some short tips that you can follow to get the summary really quickly. So, first thing you have to do is that you have to find independent and standalone sentences. So, when you read the paragraph, find sentences that are completely different in meaning and convey certain different messages. That means they are independent. So, if you get two sentences like that, then you can connect it using many connecting words like and or but. So, that will then form to be a summary. Summary doesn't mean that you should actually find the meaning of the paragraph and then summarize it on your words, but rather you can copy the same sentence from the passage itself. So make sure you find such independent sentences. And then after that, make sure they are not adjacent. If you try to write adjacent sentences, then you will lose your marks. So find independent sentences that are not adjacent or that are not following each other. The third point is replace pronouns with main nouns. For example, if there is a sentence, he said good soil management also increases disease resistance. But here, there is a pronoun that is being used, that is he. Find the name or the person to which the he is indicating, the word he is indicated to. If it's, for example, say the name Manoj, then you should replace the word he with Manoj. So the sentence will turn to be like Manoj said that good soil management also increases disease resistance. So make sure you replace all the pronouns to nouns. And the major point that you need to note while you summarize the written text is that the summary only needs to be one single sentence. This is the point that is very important to note in this exercise. So the final answer only needs to be one sentence, which means that there should be only one full stop. That is very important. There should not be any other dot characters in any other words. If you write example as E.G, then the software will see that dot, will read that dot, and it will stop the summary from that dot. The rest of the words will not be read. So make sure you use the dot character only at the end, which is the full stop. So the final answer should be only one complete sentence and there should be only one dot. So if you find two independent sentences that are not adjacent and all the pronouns are replaced to main nouns, and also there are few more things that you need to know. The sentences should not contain examples. So the same thing, the dot problem that I mentioned just right now. And the sentences should not contain any details or special characters of numbers or brackets, double quotes, explanations. The sentences should be simple and independent and non-adjacent. So, if you find such two sentences immediately when you start reading the paragraph, you can connect it using and or but depending upon the meaning that the both sentences convey. Then you will get a summary and then you can move on to the next question. So, these are the few tips that can make the exercise really easy and help you finish the exercise within a short period of time. So, make sure you do get the good amount of practice so that you can identify the sentences from the paragraph, and please do practice many questions as much as possible so that you can actually you know do this exercise in a bit more faster pace. So, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. If you need any sort of help, we are always here to help you guys out. You can actually book free sessions for one on one classes to get to know how we are actually conducting the classes for our students. We provide one on one coaching for all the students at English Firm. So, please do check out our website at englishfirm.com. And if you need any help or mentor, we are always here for you. Like if you need an instructor to evaluate and give you feedback on all the exercise in the different modules, you can email us at mockpt@englishfirm.com. So please do check out our websites. There are many practice questions and mock tests, and also there are many materials available for you to solve the questions very easily. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you.